Good morning, Puerto Princesa. I am Ma'am Keisha, your animation teacher for today's lesson. I want you to prepare your learning activity sheet and your pen or pencil as we explore our topic for today, which is determining the similarities and differences of clean-up and in-between drawings. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to first identify clean-up and in-between drawings. Second, explain the similarities and differences of clean-up and in-between drawings. And lastly, you should be able to produce clean-up and in-between drawings. If you are ready for our lesson, let us have this short pre-assessment to test your prior knowledge about our topic. As I read each question, you have to choose the correct letter of your answer and write it on your activity sheet. Number 1. Which of the following refer to keyframes because its time on the screen is measured in frames? A. Animation. B. Cleanup drawings. C. In-between drawings. D. Key drawings. Number 2. Which among the following is a part of the workflow in the production of hand-drawn animation? A. Animation. B. Cleanup. C. In-between. And D. Key poses. Number 3. In traditional animation, what kind of drawing is the first sketch? A. Fine. B. Glossy. C. Rough. And D. Smooth. Number 4. What is the second stage of cleanup drawing? A. Blackout shapes. B. Final cleanup. C. Rough sketches. And D. Smooth sketches. Number 5. Who among the following does both cleanup and in-between drawings? A. Animator. B. Assistant animator. C. Cleanup artist. And D. Director. Number 6. Which must be checked after cleanup is completed to avoid mistakes in the drawing? A. Background harmony. B. Color variation. C. Line test. D. Sound effect. Number 7. Who is also called an assistant animator who produces in-between drawings? A. Animator. B. Cleanup artist. C. Director. D. In-betweener. Number 8. Which of the following would the animator receive with the key drawings as the guide for animation? A. Storyboard. B. Story designs. C. Story reel. D. Story sketch. 9. Which process of drawing is positioned between two key drawings or key frames? A. Animating. B. Cleaning up. C. Directing. D. In-betweening. And lastly, number 10. Which of the following guides the animator to make sure that the drawing is correct, consistent, and accurate? A. Keyframe. B. Sync. C. Model sheet. And D. Onion skinning. Let us see your answers. What is your score? Did you get the perfect score? If yes, good job! If no, don't worry. We will deepen your understanding so you can get a higher score at the end of this episode. This time, you will learn about the similarities of cleanup and in-between drawings. Cleanup is a part of the workflow in the production of hand-drawn animation. In traditional animation, the first drawings are called rough or rough animation because they are often done in a very loose fashion. These are the stages of cleaning up. Rough sketches, blackout basic shapes, final cleanup. Cleanup, as the name suggests, is the process of cleaning up a rough drawing to make the lines cleaner and get them ready to be colored or painted. Not just a tracing exercise, The cleanup artist is also checking the quality of the drawing and making sure it is not off model. In other words, the character maintains correct volume, proportion, and design throughout. After the entire cleanup is completed, it is best to line test the drawings again, just to check that no additional mistakes have slipped in. The animation production process, moreover, begins when the animator creates rough sketches. The cleanup artist then models it by producing cleanup drawing and then passes it to the in-between artist to draw the actual in-between drawing. These are the similarities of cleanup and in-between drawing. First, cleanup drawing can be done by assistant animator. In-between drawing can also be done by assistant animator. Second, it is important that the cleanup drawing is accurate. The in-between drawing must also be correct and accurate. And third, cleanup artists make sure that drawings are consistent and ensure line quality. In-between drawing artists make sure that drawings are correct and the lines are accurate as well. To know how many drawings will be created, the artist may check it to the X sheet where key drawings are represented by circled numbers and in-between drawings by plain numbers. To make sure that the artist's drawings are correct, consistent, and accurate, they should refer to the model sheet. When the cleanup and in-between drawings are done, these are checked by the checkers and must be consistent with the model sheet. In-betweens are drawings that are positioned between two key drawings or key frames. In-betweens are usually done by the assistant animator or in-betweener, and the key poses are drawn by the animator or lead animator. A key drawing is just like this. An example is just the same like this: key drawing A and key drawing B. Another one, we have key drawing A and key drawing B. These arrows represent the in-between drawings, which is made first by being halfway between the two key drawings. Key poses are the most important drawings or frames in a scene and are therefore done first. They are often the storytelling poses that are interesting or dramatic. They are also very important when doing highly complex or difficult scenes where a character needs to be in a certain position at certain points in time, or when doing lip sync to get the intonation and points of emphasis. Used in pose-to-pose animation technique, key poses help the animator to construct the scene quickly and show the director an idea in rough form. They also make it easier to pass on to an in-betweener to fill in the gaps and move the scene forward.
Key drawings are used in animation to quickly give the idea of action. They are also used in storyboarding. The animator would receive the storyboard with the key drawings as the guide for animation. Key drawings are sometimes referred to as keyframes because its time on the screen is measured in frames. The in-between animators draw the images or frames in between the keyframes to complete the movements prescribed by the keyframe animators.
These are the differences of cleanup and in-between drawings. Cleanup drawing is the process of generating intermediate frames between two images called keyframes to give the appearance that the first image evolves smoothly into the second image. On the other hand, in-between drawing is the process of creating the final drawings you see in the finished film. Second, cleanup artists are responsible for drawing the keyframe and in-between animators' drawings, which are normally of a rough line quality. In-between animator or in-betweener, however, will be mainly concerned with making the movement smooth and consistent. Lastly, the cleanup artist's role is crucial to the final quality of the animation, while in-betweener role is to make in-between drawings for every scene in the animation. Since cleanup must be done after the in-between drawing is finished, each drawing must be drawn to exact standard. Every small subtlety of a character's design must be captured in the drawings and repeated again and again for every instance the character is drawn. Now, let us do this activity for us to fully understand the lesson. Just tell whether the following statements are about cleanup or in-between drawings. Write the answer on your activity sheet. Number 1. Process of generating intermediate frames between two images. Number 2. This artist's role is crucial to the final quality of the animation. Number 3. Process of creating the final drawings you see in the finished film. Number 4. This artist's main concern is making the movement smooth and convincing. And lastly, number 5, the artists are responsible for redrawing the keyframe and in-between animators' drawings. Well done! How was your experience doing the activity? Let us check your work. You get 4 and up? Well, congratulations! You deserve this trophy. If you got 3 and lower, don't worry. We got other activities where you can have a perfect score. Let us not wait any longer. Let us proceed with another activity. Here, you have to identify the appropriate in-between drawing from the illustrations inside the box. Write the corresponding letter of your answer on your activity sheet. Is it fun? Now, let us see if your answers are correct. Did you get a perfect score? If yes, you did great. For that, here's a round of applause for you. Let us do this another activity. You have to draw the appropriate in-between drawing between the two key drawings shown. Evaluate yourself against the skills listed on the rubric. Check the option that you think is the most appropriate to you. Do it in 1 minute. Time is up. Let us see if your drawing is the same like this. Did you find it similar? Amazing work! You deserve a 5-star for that. Here's another activity for you. As I read the following statements about the similarities of cleanup and in-between drawings, you have to identify whether these statements are true or correct. If it is not, write false and change the underlined word to make the statement true. Write your answers on your activity sheet. Number 1. In animation production process, the animator starts with smooth sketches. Number 2. The in-between artist models the sketch by producing cleanup drawing. Number 3. Cleanup and in-between drawing can be done by assistant animator. Number 4. Cleanup and in-between artists make sure that lines are consistent. Number 5. To make sure that the artist's drawings are correct, consistent, and accurate, they should refer to the model sheet. Let us check your work. you get a perfect score? I am sure you did, and for that, I want to give you this big smiling emoji. At this point, I know that most of you are now familiar with the similarities and differences of cleanup and in-between drawings. That is why we are now up to our last activity, which is the Let's Sum It Up. You have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate word or phrase according to what you have learned from this lesson. Write your answer on your activity sheet. In traditional animation process, when drawing a character, it should start first by the cleanup artist then models it by producing. From the cleanup artist, it is being passed to the artist to do the actual. Their drawings can be done by they both make sure that are consistent and ensure line quality. To make sure that their drawings are correct, consistent, and accurate, they should refer to the Okay, time is up. Let us check your work. Congratulations! You all did well. Let us give everybody a thumbs up. Before we end, we will have a short post-assessment to test if we have achieved our objectives or not. As I read each question, write the letter of your answer on your answer sheet. Number 1. Which must be checked after cleanup is completed to avoid mistakes in the drawing? A. Background harmony. B. Color variation. C. Line test. D. Sound effect. Number 2. Who is also called an assistant animator who produces in-between drawings? A. Animator. B. Cleanup artist. C. Director. And D. In-betweener. Number 3. Which of the following would the animator receive with the key drawings as the guide for animation? A. Storyboard. B. Story designs. C. Story reel. D. Story sketched. Number 4. Which process of drawing is positioned between two key drawings or key frames? A. Animating. B. Cleaning up. C. Directing. And D. In-betweening. Number 5. Which of the following guides the animator to make sure that the drawing is correct, consistent, and accurate? A. Keyframe. B. Up-sync. C. Model sheet. D. Onion skinning. Number 6. Which of the following refer to keyframes because its time on the screen is measured in frames? A. Animation. B. Cleanup drawings. C. In-between drawings. And D. Key drawings. Number 7. Which among the following is a part of the workflow in the production of hand-drawn animation? A. Animation. B. Cleanup. C. In-between. And D. Key poses. Number 8. In traditional animation, what kind of drawing is the first sketch? A. Fine. B. Glossy. C. Rough. D. Smooth. Number 9. What is the second stage of cleanup drawing? A. Blackout shapes. B. Final cleanup. C. Rough sketches. And D. Smooth sketches. And lastly, number 10, who among the following does both cleanup and in-between drawings? A. Animator. B. Assistant animator. C. Cleanup artist. And D. Director. Okay, let us check your work now. score? I think so. Excellent work! Let us give everybody a double thumbs up. Now to relax your mind, get your pencil and draw on a short bond paper the appropriate sketches inside the shape of the object as your assignment. I will send this object to our group chat and you have to finish it. Take a picture of your finished product and send it to our group chat as well. Congratulations, students! You were able to finish the task in our lesson. If you have questions, you may review the lesson or you may ask the assistance of your teacher. Once again, I am Christian Cassia Mendoza saying thank you for working hard. Keep on dreaming big and never give up, for tomorrow is another day. God bless everyone and keep safe.